Hello everyone, we shall move on to the second unit, which is with the marginal costing. It is also known as with the variable costing or differential costing, or also it is also known as out of pocket costing. Here we are going to study about what is with the marginal costing and the methods or the formula used for calculation of marginal costing. Introduction of that. It is a technique of costing in which only variable manufacturing costs are considered while determining the cost of a goods sold and also for the valuation of inventory. Remember, under the marginal costing, only the consideration of variable cost is taken into the consideration for the calculation of marginal costing. Marginal costing is one of the, again, technique which is used under management accountant to understand what will be the additional cost taken up for producing the additional unit. Okay, so that is known as the variable. In the earlier chapter we have studied about with the fixed and with the variable, where fixed says about the total cost which remains constant, whereas variable unit per unit remains constant. So we are considering only with the variable, not with the fixed. So that is the one thing which will be used for the valuation of inventory under marginal costing. So it is also known as with a variable costing or differential. Why it is called as a differential? Additional of one unit which is being taken in the total cost, that one additional of input increases the cost of the total production. So that additional cost what has incurred, that is known as with the marginal costing, which it has crossed with the one unit. The definition goes like this: as the change in the aggregate cost due to the change in the volume of production of by 1 unit. See, change in aggregate cost due to the change in the volume of production by 1 unit. For example, if I have taken if I have produced with 100 units and the cost of that is with a 500 rupees. Now I have increased about 1 unit, which is 101 unit produced. The cost of that is 520 rupees. So the additional of 20 rupees is known as with a marginal costing. Yeah. So the increase in 1 unit of production, that has increased with the total cost. What is the increase? What is the percentage of increase? It is of 20 rupees. So that is known as the marginal costing. So the volume of production by 1 unit, change in the volume of production. Volume of production says about the number of units produced. Marginal costing is the ascertainment of marginal cost and the effect of on profit of change in the volume or type of output by differentiating between the fixed cost and variable cost. What it says about it is the marginal cost which affects with the profit, change in the profit. Why it gets affected? Because of change in differentiating between the fixed cost and the variable cost. That is the form of output what we get. In this technique of costing, only variable costs are charged to operation, processing, or products, leaving all the indirect cost due to cost to be written off against profit in the period in which they are arise. So here only the consideration of variable cost is taken into consideration, where the remaining indirect costs are to be left off at the time of calculation of profit. Now, techniques of costing is of two types. In the earlier days, it was with the absorption costing, and now it is with the marginal costing. Absorption costing is also known as with the traditional costing. Firstly, with the marginal costing, it is the change in the aggregate cost due to the change in the volume of production by 1 unit. It is one of the useful technique of costing for decision making. The reason of using the marginal costing is to make a decision on the performance. If one additional unit is being produced, we'll find out what is the reason for that, and ultimately the action will be taken for the change in the volume of production. Now, with the absorption costing, This costing indicates that all of the manufacturing costs have been assigned to or absorbed by the units produced. That is, it includes all the cost of production. Here, what we say, all the cost of production is taken into the consideration. That is, whether it is a direct or indirect, both are being considered, whether it is a fixed or a variable. So, cost of production, which includes with the direct and indirect cost, which includes the production, both are taken into consideration, which will be considered as a manufacturing cost. Here we will learn with the differentiation between the marginal costing and with the absorption costing. Absorption costing system which treats all manufacturing cost. It is a costing system which treats only with a variable manufacturing cost as a product cost. Here it is both, that is direct and indirect. Here it is only with a variable. Costs are being classified as direct as indirect because manufacturing costs are being divided into direct and indirect cost. Costs are classified as fixed and variable. As I said, costs are being classified as fixed and variable, but here we consider only with a variable. The year-end inventory of finished goods valued at total cost. Whatever the total inventory which is being completed of a finished goods valued at a total cost. The year-end inventory is valued at a variable cost only. The additional of 1 unit what is taken, no, the cost of that additional 1 unit, only that cost is considered over here. The fixed overhead are not charged directly to the costing profit or loss account and absorbed in the product units. Here it is with the fixed are not charged directly to the costing of profit, that is profit and loss account. It is considered in the one product of unit. The fixed overheads are charged directly to the costing profit and loss account and not absorbed in the product unit. Here it is directly charged with the costing of profit, additional of 1 unit. Decision making is based on profit. Here absorption costing decision is done on the basis of the profit. Profit includes both with the direct and indirect with the total sales. Whereas with the decision making is based on the contribution. Here it is completely on the contribution, which says about with the form of a sales. Okay, now we'll go for the income statement of marginal costing. Income statement of marginal costing. This is the statement: sales less variable cost, contribution. The ultimate formula will be S minus V, sales minus variable. Then whatever the contribution amount is there, that should be again minus by, subtracted by with a fixed cost, which will be our profit. So to get with the profit, it is sales minus variable cost minus with a fixed cost. Or this formula can be used, that is selling price of n unit minus with a variable cost of n units, which equals to fixed cost plus with a profit of n units. Now here we are going to learn about with the break-even analysis. Here the break-even analysis is the analysis which will be studied on the basis of relationship between the selling price, sales volume, and with the fixed costs, variable cost, and with the profit. Depending on the all these analysis, break-even point is taken into consideration: sales price, sales volume, fixed cost, variable cost, and profit at various levels of activity. All these are considered to analyze with the break-even point. Here break-even point is a level of production where the total costs are equal to the total revenue. Thus at the break-even level there is either profit nor loss. Maybe you have gone with the one diagram which says about with the break-even analysis. If you remember with this diagram, that is So this point which is known as with a break-even point. The point where the total contribution margin equals with a total fixed cost. At the end, I'll show you the complete diagram. Now, break-even point measurement is done on the basis of the units. Fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. It can be written as a total fixed cost divided by selling price minus with a variable cost. Break-even point, which is in the form of rupees. Fixed cost divided by PV ratio. PV ratio will learn it below. This can be written as a BVP units, that is break-even point units, fixed cost divided by contribution per units into selling price per unit. Calculation of PV ratio, profit volume ratio. It is a relation between the sales value and the contribution. Here PV ratio, it is nothing but contribution divided by sales into 100. The formula of PV ratio is contribution divided by sales into 100, or change in the profit divided by change in sales into 100. Margin of safety. It is the difference between the actual sales and with the sales at the break-even point. Sales beyond break-even volume brings in profit. Such sales represents a margin of safety. Here, break-even margin of safety is the point where the volume of profit, whatever is done, that is the form of safety where you are going to have. As I shown you in this one, this is the margin of safety where you have reached with the total sales, okay, or with the production. This level is known as with the margin of safety. This will be the formula of this. Margin of safety equals to total sales minus with a break-even sales, or profit divided by PV ratio. Margin of safety as per the unit wise, total profit divided by contribution per unit, or total sales in units minus break-even sales in units. I'll show you the diagram. Okay, this is the diagram which I'm showing you. On the x-axis it is with the sales or the production. At the y-axis it is a revenue or the profit. This is the total fixed cost. The upper part of that is the variable cost, the addition of one unit which goes on varying. With that addition, the cost also go on changing. So this will be the total cost. Fixed cost, which remains same, total fixed cost. The variable cost, which increases with the number of additional units produced. Then this will be the sales, which begins at from the point of 0. Then where these 2 points intersect at one place, where there is no profit, there is no loss. Whatever the total cost you have incurred to produce the units, that total cost you are going to get. If it is below this point, then it is a loss. If it is above this point, it is a profit earning. So this is known as with the margin of safety. When you cross this point, the remaining point what you reach, it is the margin of safety.